Our International Affairs Editor Philip Turle is joining us here on set to do that for us. Philip, put it into context for us, his remarks, can you?
Right, well, you're right. India is going to the polls. They're at the polls right now. These are the biggest polls on planet Earth if you consider that there are almost 1 billion people in India, so it's taking place over a pretty long period because everyone is being given a chance to vote. There are 970 million voters in India, 7 phases, which began last week on the 19th of April. They're going to carry on until the 4th of June. That's where the counting is going to take place. 543 members of the lower house of parliament. Those seats are all up for grabs. The BJP of Narendra Modi is given as being the favourite, that they're going to win as many seats as possible. They hope that they are going to win 400 seats. You need 272 to obtain a majority. This will be the 3rd time that Narendra Modi is running for power. If he wins this, he'll be putting off really a almost unheard of victory to be elected 3 times Prime Minister of India. Now, these comments, the ones you were just talking about, were made at the weekend in a meeting in Rajasthan, where Modi has accused the opposition Congress Party, which used to be in control in India up until 2014 when the BJP, the Hindu nationalist BJP, took power with Narendra Modi. Modi is accusing them of wanting to distribute wealth and to take away, for example, gold from Indian women and distribute that to Muslims and to lower castes and to other groups, which is something that Congress proposed back in 2006. That was in a comment made by Manmohan Singh, the then Prime Minister, in the campaign that took place then, saying it was going to make India a more equal place with discriminated groups being given better access to the privileges of the country. This has been jumped on by Narendra Modi. People say this is him trying to inflame the situation to be discriminatory against Muslims in particular by assimilating them with what he calls infiltrators. And many are concerned that this is going to lead to increased attacks against Muslims, which are seen by Narendra Modi and the BJP as being the group to discriminate against.
So what about the opposition, Philip? I mean, they joined forces, didn't they, to try and keep Modi out? Do they have any chance?
Well, yes, they did. They joined forces to create an opposition grouping, which is actually called India, INDIA, the Indian National Development Inclusive Alliance, which has a 27-member bloc. That includes the Congress Party, the oldest political party in India. Their campaign policy is to save democracy. They say that democracy is on the way out in India, especially if Narendra Modi wins another term in office, his 3rd term in office in these elections. But if you look at opinion polls in India, they say quite the opposite. They say that the National Democratic Alliance, which includes Narendra Modi's BJP, is on 46.6%. That's way ahead of the India, INDIA, which includes Congress, on 39.8%, and other parties on 13.6%. And a poll which was carried out by the Pew Research Group in the US has found that 8 out of 10 Indian adults have a positive opinion of Narendra Modi, and 55% of Indians even say they have a very positive opinion of Narendra Modi. So it looks for the moment as though the BJP is on course to win another victory.
So what's the reaction been to all of this from Modi himself?
Well, Modi himself hasn't said anything. The BJP has tried to put this into context, saying, well, look, these remarks should be taken for what they were, and what they were was criticism of Congress. This criticism, what Congress was putting forward, it's part of their election campaign platform. But human rights groups say, well, that's not true. They say that this is a panic-filled hate speech. That's one criticism from Congress itself, saying it's a ploy to divert people's attention from the opposition having performed better than the BJP at the start of this election. There's been no criticism so far from the Election Commission itself, the Indian Election Commission. Some of the opposition groups are saying they need to intervene to put a stop to these inflammatory remarks, which are not good for India, for cohesion in India between different minority groups. And human rights groups have, as I said before, expressed fear that this is going to lead to increased attacks against Muslims and Muslims being increasingly ostracised in India. So for the moment, Narendra Modi has pretty much a green card to say and do what he likes because he knows he's riding so high in the opinion polls. But the bottom line, Stuart, is that there are many issues. I think that the opposition is also saying that Narendra Modi, by making these kind of inflammatory remarks, is trying to sweep under the carpet, notably unemployment, how young people in India are going to get jobs, what the future is as far as that's concerned, not just trying to put India on the map as being a big influential world power, but what is Narendra Modi and the BJP going to do for the average Indian in the street, apart from create divergences between different minority groups in the country. So a lot to look forward to over the next few weeks. But as I said, I think that there's pretty much a feeling in India that the BJP and Narendra Modi are headed for a third election victory.
Philip, thanks very much. Philip Turle, International Affairs Editor, summing all of that up for us here on France 24. Thanks.